Hey guys, Dominus and welcome back to the Other Worlds. This will be part 12, if I'm not mistaken, of the playthrough. I hope you will enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and let's get into it. So where we left off, we talked to Adelia Plotnik and we talked to Garval. Let's go and talk. Let's see who we can talk to. We also talked to the doctor. We got some sniper rifle telescopic sight. I have that. Let me just check. I need barrel and barrel down an optic for the shock rifle. I don't see shock rifle mods.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
Does the order predict the future?
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
So you tell everyone in the order what to do?
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
Do unforeseen factors get in the way of your predictions?
Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow?
Can you tell me anything about the situation in Selman?
Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
So you lack any substantial ways to aid the
There's
refugees?
nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
One person here will swear by the other's predictive methods.
One of our recent guests, Rolo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
Is a predictor expected more than a desk?
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means. I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
Main menu, call lift. Please input code now.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Decidability, what in the void are you talking about?
Logic, primarily. The study of correct reasoning, sequence, consequence relation. Ah, but I see by the glaze in your eyes that's of no interest to you, so let's move on, shall we? The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
Maybe we should have this conversation in private, just the two of us.
And leave Abbot Newell to be subjected to the inanity of a total stranger. Absolutely not.
Don't trouble yourself about Seer Wiley. He's here as my aide. I trust him implicitly. Now, you were saying?
Actually, I want to hear more about the standard compartmentalization.
Well, since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make.
What is this archive you mentioned?
The archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
I need to speak with Victor Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
If he's innocent, then he's got nothing to worry about.
Such a statement implies the opposite is also true.
If proof, Victor's conspiring with a group of dangerous zealots with ties to the Order.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the traitor I'm after said she and Victor had secret contacts within the Order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Can you be more specific about the threats I'll be facing?
Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Sounds more and more like Victor's working with a traitor I'm hunting.
Victor is dedicated. Single-minded, one could say. I've always thought highly of his analytical skills as a researcher, less so his social ones, perhaps. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Glad we are on the same page now. How can I return the favor and help you?
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
I'm an agent with Earth Directorate. What more do you need to
Earth
know?
Directorate agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline.
I'm the one who's going to bring order back to Arcadia.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Just checking, you're sure the order didn't intentionally attack Auntie's Choice?
Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Well, please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
Thanks for the leads, I'll look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
I have a few more questions before I leave.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I've noticed you refer to Wiley as a seer. Why is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Is that a fancy way of saying you can predict the future?
Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
So your friends, colleagues?
Both, I should hope. We've been collaborating for many years, and, plan willing, for many more to come. Especially given how very uncertain life in the colony has become.
Having someone who can predict the future certainly seems handy with a war on.
Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
What's the story with the giant statue outside?
That is a statue of the Matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
Thanks for filling me in, I'll be on my way. Okay, what's up here?
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I'd give my tenure for an hour alone with it and a Mantisaur at 2 clicks.
Welcome back. Any luck enlisting?
Where to first, Commander? Enray Rames, Zeranium Manufactory, or Outpost Opportunity?
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander?
We found this audio log from De Vries addressed to you. What's that about?
Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about...
Sorry, I should have realized it was a private recording.
Gave it away. Apart from it being in my private quarters. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good.
Is there anything like
I don't
what?
know. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who betrayed her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud.
Processing in your own way, I get
You
it.
know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just... nothing. Static. All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget.
If it's any consolation, the others would be proud of the agent you've become.
Kind of you to say, Commander. I hope it continues to be true.
You want the recording back for posterity's sake?
No, burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. It means nothing to me now anyway.
$1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
Archivist Widmark suggested I speak with you about your work.
Well, if the archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
Sorry to say, but this place may not have noticed either.
With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
Bet you're more stressed than you let on, but you seem happy about it.
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time.
My time is yours, for now.
Your misgivings aside, how are things in Metria Mercy?
Besides what I've already told you, to put it gently, disorganized, which is irregular for a group that prides itself on mathematical acumen. But with effort, patience, and collaboration, I am confident that Matriarch's Mercy will soon be a haven for the displaced.
Seek out the voice of the displaced and let the mediation begin.
What happened to this place? Law.
Oh, Administrant Agarwal. Here to finally hash this out, are you? Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
Remind me again, what's this whole argument
The seer
about?
predicted imminent danger to the exclusion zone. In the interest of safety, the displaced must leave.
Well, the displaced are the ones taking that risk, on the grounds the predictions can be false.
The displaced are under the Order's care, and the Order should decide what is best for them. Hence why we need the help of an outsider. Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands.
Let's talk about the displaced and their
I'm all
perspective.
ears, mediator.
Spoke to the camp doctor about the health situation
I
here.
understand he is rather short-handed.
Yeah. Someone should get right on that, huh? Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
Well, you have people living on top of each other, which is a public health disaster.
We have ample room to space people out more, but only if we utilize the exclusion zone.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns.
Found evidence of a collapsed structure.
Collapsed. But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure, more of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty.
Refugees shouldn't have to build in these conditions. These huts come crashing down.
People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established order construction guidelines.
You heard about his business with the sub-rosa altercations?
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire sub-rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd, and I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
Displaced are penned in like animals, no surprise they're lashing out like them.
The fault here is my own. I see now that the displaced require guidance steeped in logic and reason.
I'd like to discuss what I found out about the Order side.
Speak on then.
Visioner Plotnik informed me about Order efforts.
You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Provisioner's work is highly valued, she's a credit to the Order.
I'm appreciative of you all getting us food and medicine, but she needs backup.
I suppose I'll take it under advisement.
Roland Nass taught me a bit about the Order predictions and their usefulness.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
He said they weren't always accurate, but he was too scared to ignore them. Seems to me like the Order wastes a lot of time and energy on
Order
them.
predictions are steadily improving in accuracy and scope. Someday, they'll provide us a clear map of our shared future.
See that? They get more than a touch defensive when you poke holes in their sacred predictions.
I spoke to Vicar Orendi about her support for the displaced.
You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
She values education, but I found her methods questionable.
Her mission is to uplift and enlighten.
She's indoctrinating, not helping us. Can't you see the difference?
Point taken. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
Look for the record, all of this is ridiculous. I have no business making life or death decisions on anyone's behalf. I rule for no one.
Are we to have a stalemate for the rest of our days? This cannot be what the prediction foretold.
You sure about this? I mean, talk about wasted effort on your part.
Okay, I rule for the displaced. Their needs outweigh the danger. The exclusion zone is theirs.
Well, if this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain, though it goes against my very nature. Please, be safe. That's all I ask.
Not to worry, Administrant. The exclusion zone is our problem now. Here, you stay out of trouble. We'll try and do the same.
Yes. Just hope we've done the right thing.
Thanks again, stranger. The Order won't scare us off that easily.
I hope the rocks won't fall upon them.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving. go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
My choice.
Look, I'm not with Auntie anymore.
I think I'm gonna vomit. I'll try not to sneeze on you, but no promises.
Good news, Doc. Hollis Bardsley asked me to bring you some medicine.
Finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
What's it worth to you?
Well, ain't this healthcare in a nutshell? If it's bits you want, you can partake of what I scrounged together on account of folks taking pity on me. You have my gratitude, stranger.
Algorithmic dissonance? Don't even like the sound.
How do you do, stranger? Oh, it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
I'm seeking medical specialists to help Dr. Hollis Bardsley.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
You'll do fine. Most of your patients will be on the brink of death anyway.
What a cheerful thought. Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
You got any leads on clean sprat corpses?
I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
I'll come back once I've got my hands on some fresh vermin.
Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return? Return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the order defecting,
Keep your
there's no
behavior
place
within
sprat back in
acceptable
the camp.
parameters.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
Okay, let's check out the map. Let's explore this area first.
Exponential increase in local population detected, and max occupancy exceeded. Non-essential persons should vacate for safety purposes.
Get here, but we can go there.
On your command.
Is it me? Anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure.
Some ammo.
What you need to worry about? Over here! Free hole in the head!
I need level 5 locking skill for that.
Sorry, ain't ready yet. Take time, Commander.
What is this place?
Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, Automechs are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Try this frog rifle. This is actually OP. Okay, let's explore this area. I think we've got everything here. Okay, let's go do this quest. Battle with the beastly brigands. Oh, they're up there. we can cross here. Let's save the game and let's try to... Come on, I barely touch the water.
Stay back! Oh, wait. You aren't one of those damn scrappers. Apologies, stranger. These eyes don't see as well as they used to. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. A capable sort like you is akin to an oasis in a hellish wasteland. So might you be willing to help an old, injured man with a simple task?
How about you tell me what happened to you first?
I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face to the estate. Wouldn't do to have a fresh wound out in the open, where anything might happen upon me. So I hunkered down here. See, I came here to salvage my, memoir manuscripts. I left some files behind when I fled the estate after the war broke out. Tragic, yes, but what else was an old man to do? If you're keen to help, one file's in a locker in the tram station. The other's in the mansion, in the late vigilance quarters. Simple to collect, once you get past the scrappers.
Why would your manuscript be in the vigilance quarters?
Why? Because she was an avid reader, enamored with the tales of the brave and the brilliant. I was a close advisor, see? And once she learned of my writings, she couldn't resist taking an exclusive first look. Bless her.
Suppose it wouldn't hurt to help.
Bless your kindly nature. Do return promptly should you happen upon those, scribblings of mine. Silly old fool, coming here without aid. Be lucky to leave here alive.
Guess he didn't climb this way. Okay, let's go up. Then we will clear that camp.
Horrid walk back. Best get Adrena time for it.
Engaging sequencing attack ready.
So this is also entrance. Oh, climb up.
Looks like we're in for a hike.
What's that? Oh, just a normal hammer.
Commencing combat-related activities. Standing by with life support.
Come on, I hacked them. Realize you're about to die, right?
Engaging hostile life forms.
I was just thinking, you know what would make this climb better? Being shot at.
You know what I like about this game? There's like so much loot in this game. If you like games like Borderlands, you will like this game for sure. And if you like story-rich games or lore-rich games, I'm sure this game will hit that spot.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Come at me. You ain't worth scrap. Take these three at a time. Have a blast.
I have no ammo left. Jesus.
Confronting threat.
Things take time, Commander. Ready to waste them on your command.
Niles, I need some ammo. Come on, Niles, talk to me.
No offense. Anyway, need some? Sure.
Nice view. You can read this if you can't have someone read it to you. Keep away from the refugee camp near the estates. It's full of automechs that will kill you and mash you good. Not worth getting killed for a handful of refugees who won't have any adrenaline time anyhow. Could wait for them to fall apart, storm in and scrap them, but better to avoid them altogether. We got all of the Golden Reach to plunder. That's the guy we need to kill for the quest. We could have taken that badass bow.
When even scavengers are falling on hard times, you know the situation's dire.
Entering a confrontational stage.
Yeah, let's use one kit.
Knew you had my back. It's enough of that. Not exactly a fighting shape at the moment.
No.
Is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Okay, that was fun. This control panel. Wirings, okay, we don't have a hack at level 8, so we cannot open it anyway.
All aboard! What? You were thinking it too.
For Arcadia, no sacrifice is too great. Such was the caption of this mural, assembled painstakingly by a team of sculptors over the course of 6 years, commissioned by Sovereign himself to immortalize Arcadia's bounty. The original mural was deemed too spectacular to confine to one location. Eventually, the decision was made to fabricate copies of the original mural, each of which would be housed in the tram station throughout the Golden Reach, so that any subject may feel the cares of true artistry. Each of these copies was made to contain a piece of the original glorious mural.
down, sure, but you won't be getting back up.
Okay guys, I'm gonna end this episode here before I continue finishing this quest in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And until next time.